So the story doesn't finish here, guys. Okay. While in some versions Narsim was dead, in another version Narsim got so angry at Sharab trying to kill him that Narsim turned into another creature to fight Sharab, and he ended up picking up Sharab and tossing him away, and ultimately completely like dismantling, and breaking all the the like bones in his body, to the point that Shiv kind of realized that Vishnu is the true god, and he became a complete devotee of Vishnu itself, going back to the Shiv form. The creature that Vishnu became was called Gandh Okay, Gandh Okay, so now the question is, which one is Gandh Okay, again, guys, four options, and we will begin now. Okay, guys, the time's up. Okay, we've got a few answers. Let's see what's the answers like. Um, Interesting. Yeah. So a lot of people have come up with an answers. This time, I think a lot of people are closer. Just to give you an idea, guys. The first one is the right answer. That's Gandh Okay, it comes from an Indian mythology. By the way, I kind of cheated, guys. The third one is not from a mythology; it's from Dungeons and Dragons. So like, I mean, I kind of ran out of all the creatures, and I wanted to just play with some creatures that looked like, sounded like Gandh But what's interesting is that the Gandh So just to tell you about the Gandh and Sharab. Sharab is known to, supposed to have the body of a lion, then has has wings of wings of a bird. Same thing, Gandh is known to be a creature that has two bird heads, and its talons are supposed to be so strong that it can lift an elephant. In fact, at some point of time in the story, he takes this thing Sharab, and he keeps tossing him around because of this. And there are two versions of the story. There is a version where Gandh ultimately defeats Sharab, and there's also and Vishnu becomes completely submissive and realizes his folly of trying to fight Vishnu. There's another story where both of their fight becomes ends with the almost the annihilation of the world itself, and everyone prays to them. And finally they kind of realize that they have taken it too far, and both both the gods calm down and return back, and they become besties again. So the story actually is an interesting reflection of the Vaishnavic and the Shaivic struggles that have happened. If you see it, the name Sharab and all actually has a scriptural evidence. There are stories in Shiv Puran and all that mention Sharab. Gandh actually doesn't come from the scriptures. So a lot of there's a lot of fight between different clans and different groups and all, where Gandh just seems like sort of a reaction to Sharab. And given the fact that it's only known well known in the south, in Karnataka's flag and emblem, Gandh is there. So some of the South Indian people, they do take it much more seriously, this creature. But yeah, I mean, again, the story of two gods, and it's interesting, right? The debate and the fight is not as physical as much as it's through a story. So yeah, so that's about it, guys.